Tifu by eating a cinnamon roll. This happened about an hour ago, so I'm still awaiting the consequences. My wife got up very early this morning to make cinnamon rolls for a friend who was visiting us and left this morning. There were leftovers, and she told me that they were in the kitchen if I wanted some when I got up. After waking, I went to the kitchen and grabbed a roll and tossed it in the toaster oven to rewarm it. Then I opened the fridge to grab the cream cheese icing she made. The last time she did, I had mentioned the recipe was a little too cream cheesy, so she tried a different recipe this time. There it was, in a glass measuring cup on the top shelf. At this point it was cold and hard to spread, so I popped out a few tablespoons and put it on my now hot roll and let it soften and then spread it around. I sat down at my work computer and ate my roll while checking emails and messages. As I ate, I noticed the icing wasn't particularly sweet, but also didn't taste like cheese at all. But it was also a bit smoky? Or maybe that was the cinnamon roll? Either way, I was hungry and I finished my roll in my first morning meeting. Curious about the icing, I asked my wife if she used the recipe my sister had sent us yesterday, and she said she had. I noted it was a bit smoky and not very sweet and she was confused. I mentioned where I had pulled the frosting from, and she cackled, "That's not icing, that's bacon grease." So I responded in kind, "Why does it look like icing? And where is the icing?" Apparently, the icing was on the counter, still in the mixing bowl. As I write this, my stomach is occasionally gurgling, like a thunderstorm on the horizon, and my wife is shaming me to her sisters and mine, and anyone else she can get a hold of. I expect in a few hours grease lightning will be shooting from my anus and my wife will be laughing outside the door. I'll die steadfast in my belief that bacon grease looks just like icing, and honestly didn't taste half bad on the cinnamon roll. DR, I accidentally put several tablespoons of bacon grease on my cinnamon roll instead of cream cheese icing, and ate the whole thing.